We had a pretty slammin' jammin' good pilot run last time. We kind of keep riding the positivity train. Hold on, every time I start this up, I forget that I need to do a couple other things. To have it ready. Okay. Whoops. That's not something I needed to do. Anyway. All right. The Marine. The Marine's probably the least interesting starter. Not solely because he's not solely because he's got like no second weapon, but because he's got no second weapon, a useless active item, useless for the start. He's got no ability to fire faster, and then nothing to add to his fortune. Like, he's kind of he just exists as is, and it's, you know, it's a good start. He's got that one armor, which is good for a single hit. It means you get 7 out the gate instead of 6. He's got a high bullet count in his magazine, but he can't fire any faster, so it kind of doesn't matter. He's still going to spend a decent amount of time reloading. Less than, you know, the pilot with a single weapon, but more than either of the other two. Maybe not more than the other two. Maybe not more than the Hunter. Maybe not more time spent reloading, but the damage, the DPS to time spent reloading is so much lower because the Hunter has a higher damage weapon. It reloads more often, but, you know, it's like, it's just so much better. I do kind of wish the characters were even more distinct, not just an item or whatever. I wish they had different, like, fundamental play styles. Like, you know, like, I'm not saying they should be exactly like Isaac. I don't want it to be but it is weird how each time you play a different character, not every character, you kind of get, like, indelible differences. You get things that you, like, I buy that and I'm essentially the Hunter, except for the dog, you know? Like, he's got a greater accuracy or whatever, faster reload time. That doesn't help his starting weapon, because his starting weapon still has a pretty slow reload. And so the first floor, the floor where you can most fully feel that you could, if they were pronounced, most fully feel the differences between characters. You don't get that so much with Gungeon, you know? It's just a different kind of shooting. There's nobody that moves differently. There's nobody that, like, relies on familiars or has to engage the game in a fundamentally different way. You could say that maybe that's true for the bullet, because he's got that melee weapon, but even then it's not required to use it as a melee weapon unless you screw up, and that lack of, like, a fundamental requirement kind of makes it easy to ignore that difference, you know? At least, maybe that's just me. And I'm getting a lot of extra burst damage on gun nuts in this floor. So, I do believe we are going to have to take the first boss on just with the starter weapon. It was $35 for the crossbow, or 35 cents or whatever, casings for the crossbow. We want the other key. That'd make the thing unattainable, like the element in Avatar. This is going to be a really long fight. First and foremost, we're going to have to get through all of these, this shrubbery blocking everything, and then let ourselves get trapped a little bit. We have an extra blank. Ooh. And then he's going to just keep bearing down on us the entire time. There's nothing to hide behind. Okay. Give us a little breather. I need to spend so much time reloading. Sucks, dude. Jesus Christ. It's just a tedious fight. I'm pretty tired of getting this weapon. I'm pretty through with the chamber gun, dude. Like, it's just too fucking common. Oh my lord. I did not expect that at all. That's incredible. I'm glad I checked, but that was very, very unexpected. Okay, well, we don't have to worry about guns pretty much at all anymore. Wow. What a start.
Sorry. Narrative questions a little bit ago. Asking if we could watch the paper for a couple days before we go.
I mean, I won't be home over the weekend.
This was really mine.
As long as she knows that, like, you know.
She knows what it does.
Well, that's not what I was going to say. That I'm not home. Like, there's going to be long stretches of us not being home.
I'm just going to call her and ask her, tell her what the conditions are, I guess.
I'm not.
It doesn't really matter as long as he's fine. And he's a good dog.
What are you going to do? Just lock him in a room or something?
I might just, like, keep the cats in the stable.
Yeah, I'm totally fine watching her pet. It's just the weekend is the time where I'm at work the most, so there's not much I can do about that. I haven't had Gunther in a long time, so it feels like I know that this is gonna feel like a very samey run, a very safe, challengeless run, but it's not like getting the finished gun or even the fucking chamber gun. Those happen all the time. They're so frequent that they're like, it's unpleasant to get them because it feels like you're not giving the game a chance with those weapons, you know? With Gunther, it's such a once in a while experience that right now I'm gonna use it. If I get better, more fun guns, I'll use those, but I'm not gonna pass up. Get your text out of here. I'm not gonna pass up on a good early gun. Dang. Alright, we're on phase 2, which is bouncy bullets, I believe. which is my favorite phase of this gun. If it had higher damage, it would be the best version of this gun. You know, no way to keep it that way though. I have to like switch the gun off so he just like, it's his chat bot, or his chat box at my face. Sure. It's got a lot of shots per clip, holy crap. So phase 3 is what? It's still piercing, but it's homing, right? Which, homing in this game is like, it's not bad. It'd be stupid to say that homing is bad. It's just like, it feels like homing is so inaccurate as to be more problematic sometimes. Like it picks its own suggestions. It goes with its own recommended target instead of doing what makes the most sense, like homing on the nearest target or something like that. The keys are amazing because this is already proving to be a run where we got a lot of shit locked. I don't think it's going to matter much because we got a lot of shit given to us. What? I can't even see. The camera's looking like, oh my god, hit the right button. So Jackie and I had a talk about how, you know, she comes in when she knows I'm recording or streaming this game, and then I get hit on a boss, and I get like, you know, a little upset about it. It sucks. It's not fun to get hit on a boss, especially when, you know, there's no fixing that. Once that happens, you're kind of, the lead god is gone. One moment of distraction or whatever removes that possibility from the game. And I know, who cares if I get a lead god? Well, the fucking answer is I do. That's why I have a thing for it. That's why I pointed out and make a deal about it. Because for me, I do care about getting a lead god, and maybe that's stupid, but whatever. So the new thing is, if I have the office closed, which I'm not going to leave closed most of the time, but if I do have it closed, she's supposed to like just knock, and I'll say come in, or I'll say that I'm in a boss fight, and we'll go from there. I think it's going to take a little while for her to get used to knocking. I know that knocking feels weird in a married adult house, but it's kind of just one of those things where, like, she feels upset that I get bothered by her, like, knocking or coming in the middle of a thing. But I don't know another easy solution. I've been trying to mostly just play the game when either she's asleep. I started this one when she was still kind of laying around in bed. Or I was going to start it when she was laying around in bed, and she got up before I got it started. And it's like, it's a kind of lose-lose situation, because it's like, I don't want, I'm not like angry at her, but I'm upset when, you know, I'm upset when I lose a lead god, especially to like easily avoidable things, regardless of if, you know, it involves her or not. That's just kind of the nature of the game. This game that I've been playing for 3+ years now. 2016. This April, it'll be 4 years. So in like a month, it'll be 4 years that I've been playing this game. And, you know, I've been streaming it for a majority of that time. Okay. With the same, a similar focus. And I don't want it to seem like I don't want her around or anything. It's definitely not that. It's just that, like, man, it's hard to play a game where, you know, a second matters during a certain fight. And, not be able to stop that from continually happening. I'll wait on the tables until I might need them. Yes. I have, like, his text is a real problem. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been able to get a lead god in this game for a while now. It's been, I don't want to say weeks, but it's been at least 4 or 5 days, maybe more. Come on, ghost, stop disappearing. It is very weird to like Table Tech Money after all this time of playing this game and hating it. Hate that. All right. Good shit. And then the floor's like done. That's like the extent of it. Don't know where the secret room is though. Oh, yes I do. Where's he gonna go with it? It is very hard to tell sometimes where he's gonna go with that. Sometimes I feel like you have to like just turn him the other way. I feel like this should do extra damage against him. Yikes. Or less damage, maybe. Wait, we did find it. Why can't I remember that? Jarvis is going to be a big, fat no, unfortunately. It's really good to get a mimic there, though. A Polaris / Gunther run. Huh. Okay. When? Oh, it's for this weekend? Okay. What time is she coming by after work?
Yeah, I'm just gonna drop it off and I can...
Okay. Polaris / Gunther. Alright, so 5 would be fully healed. We're gonna go 7. It's 210 casings just from that. And I think we're just gonna open these and leave. I mean, Polaris slash Gunther. That's kind of a run made in heaven. Yikes. Yeah. Every fucking time. It's every fucking time. It's like, it's too much. It's too much to get get both of those guns every time. God, like, it's upsetting. Like, it's really fucking frustrating. No, it's pretty dumb to be like seething about this, but like, man, how fucking ridiculous for it to be every run like this. Oh god. Level 2. Alright. It's weird to think there was a time where the two, like, main overpowered weapons were Gunther and Polaris. That was it. There's like, I remember talking to Andron or somebody about, you know, which one was better, and of course the answer depends. If you're talking about damage for a single fight, it's very obviously Polaris. If you're talking about over the length of a run, Gunther is the way to go because it's infinite, but Gunther is also a bit more boring. There's no challenge associated with it. It's just about opening a certain box. And for some people, especially people that are watching the game instead of playing it, that's too boring. That's a mimic. That is like the most obvious mimic of all time. Ground mimics are really, really freaking easy to detect. Which is something I appreciate about them. Dang it. Alright. I mean, this is just going to be the run of, like, too many overpowered weapons. And I kind of have to just roll with it. I don't know. I don't really know what else to do on a run like this. Like, every useful weapon I have is one of the game's most, like, broken guns. If I didn't use these, I'd be using, like, my starter weapon and, what, the pillow? Silencer again sucks. I've had a bunch of runs recently where it's been like just like hyper weak weapons. So the game is like overcompensating for that fact. I feel. I have a very weird quote from The Simpsons going through my head. God, give me everything, I'm still gonna fuck up. That is just such a bad dodge. But I just have all the old folks at the Springfield retirement castle waiting for Matlock, saying, "We love you, Matlock. Oh yes, we do." Still didn't flawless. Still didn't flawless. We love you, Matlock. Let's go pop this bad boy open. It's like one of my favorite items in the game. I think it's better. I think it's just better. That sucks. But I think it's just better. We should actually just use this because we're going to probably never use it again after this floor. Come on, dude. Hit the gaze. Read the sign. About The Simpsons. Sorry, I found something to talk about The Simpsons. We watched an episode last night called The Springfield Files. It's like a crossover episode with The X-Files, where they find an alien, and it might be one of the worst episodes of The Simpsons I've ever watched. It's continually unfunny. It disregard. Ooh. Okay. Huh. Pink Guanstone. The player has Charm Bow or Frog Full Love. The player is followed by a fairy that blocks bullets and displays the contents of chests. Grants 1 extra heart container. Oh, the pink Swanstone. I'm gonna say, Shotgun Full of Love? Since when? There's no ammo for sale. So yeah, I plan on selling the finished gun and the chamber gun. That was a really fast re-level. So yeah, we're kind of... Sure, let's just use these two. Who cares? You know? This is going to be a who cares one. But yeah, I don't know. So season 8 episode like 11, the Springfield Files. Terrible. Just absolutely miserable to watch. And it's like full of guest stars. It's got Leonard Nimoy. It's got... I don't know if it actually has the people who play Mulder and Scully. I never really watched the X-Files, so it's hard to tell. I mean, they call themselves Mulder and Scully. It plays the direct X-Files theme song. I know that Fox owns or owned the rights to both, so it's not super surprising that they were able to use their likenesses, and it wouldn't be super surprising if they were able to use their voice actors as well. But I just can't tell. I don't remember the names of either of the voice actors. One of them's like Mr. Californication, and the other is... I don't know if she's done anything else. I don't know. I didn't follow the X-Files. I know they both were recently on the X-Files again. Camille Manjani is a huge X-Files fan, and he was on an episode with them. But it's very bizarre to see a show dedicate so much of itself to being, man, we're gonna get the Evolver as well. There'll be a second gun that requires us loading it up. I gotta be very careful with this fight. I tend to get maybe a little over cocky with this fight and bullet reduction situations. Okay, not that time. I think it would have been impossible to get over cocky on that one. It was just over so soon. All right, we're starting to really get some good ones. You know, I would very much like, you know, might start using Polaris if we got some ammo. No, I wouldn't. Not until we sell the freaking thing. Well, that's good. Kind of makes this a little less useful, but... Jeez. I mean, it might have, like, a key in it. Am I dual wielding? Oh my lord. So that puts us at 7. So we can now get jammed bosses. But that puts us at 7. Oh my fucking lord. I should have bought the rat key. Okay. Polaris. 70 of 450. Okay. This is an extremely overpowered run. Extremely. I don't know if I've seen a run this stacked in a long time. I've had runs where I've like enjoyed the setup maybe a little more. We'll sell them. But one that's just like by the numbers where you can just look at it and tell that it's just unbelievably busted. This is way up there. This is way the fuck up there. So we're gonna use this for a little while. Maybe we'll go to AG&D. Or the R&G department. I can't wait to get rid of Devolver bullets, dude. They're so fucking bad. It is kind of cool that if you get in there close enough, you can render his whole ability to consume bullets is absolutely useless. I really have to decide whether it's worth it to keep the finished gun or not. That's a majority of our bonus damage. It'd be pretty hard to justify getting rid of that. I mean, there's two ways to justify it. One, I'm not going to use the gun anymore. And two, we're going to be facing like jammed bosses, which might outweigh the damage bonus. Did I absorb some of those? Alright, I won't open that yet. No. Ooh! That was pretty close. Who's left? It is cool that those both count as things. Where's the secret room? It's ammo, okay? Huh. The guys you devolve have a chance to turn out jammed. But that guy can also devolve. Okay. It's post-boss. Ooh, that was close. Ba-dum-bum-bum. I'm pretty sure that filled up the Polaris too. Yes. Let's see what's in it. could we do that? The pup? Oh yeah. The little dog. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go back on my not using this, and I'm gonna use it and clear a couple rooms, and then because I'm not gonna. Oh wait, I should sell it. Yeah, I'm gonna go back on my. I'm gonna go back. Hands are completely off the thing now. Gotta use blanks, gotta use my invincibility. Don't rely on this thing. Oh, I said I wasn't gonna keep using this. Whoops. Moonscraper synergy. What's the synergy? So will that work? Okay, so the club has this weird thing where if you get a certain synergy with it, it can be insane. It needs electric bullets, though. That's the only problem with it. The way that that moves every time. No! Well. I failed all of that so badly. I ended up using... Well, that was pretty terrible. And for, like, for what? For what? Choose Wailord here. I honestly expected to have no enemies. I guess there are 4 rooms and 3 flips. What am I gonna use? I mean, we're gonna use Gunther, but what else? I guess we'll use this a little bit. I definitely feel like I have the ability to fly, even though I don't have the ability to fly. It's a real problem. That's 9.5 right now. Whew. But this room is going to be full of jammed guys. Nope. Not full of anybody. Alright, we need to get rid of the devolver bullets. Get rid of the weapon we're currently holding. And we can sell 5 hearts. There's no way we're going to need all this money. But there's no way we're going to benefit from holding on to it. I could be at 4.5 holding this. And not have to hold the finished gun. Oops, well. That might be what we do. I need to get rid of the finished gun. So we'll drop this to 4.5. Yeah, because I'm too tempted to use the finished gun every time for everything. And then devolver bullets. And then we drop that. Out there and shot glove. Did I actually open that green chest? Our damage is a little lower than it was before, but we're still getting a lot of jammed enemies. Whoa. Oh, it was the enemy himself. That's why he moved like that. I thought that somehow the table flip had killed that enemy. Wow, their bullets are slow as hell. I kind of forgot that I could take damage. That sounds dumb, but like, I mean, it is dumb. I hadn't been hit in so long that I stopped thinking about it. And I definitely was not paying attention to enemy fire the way I should have been. Hey, I used to use that little candle as one of my alert things. Kind of never knew where it came from. Didn't realize it was an unused animation. I gave away a master round without emptying the heart first. There's some optimization that I'm not exactly taking part in. Not exactly partaking of all the optimization that I should. We're gonna finish this floor up with the Polaris. Tired of sitting on the P, the full P. And not utilizing it. We're gonna get a map probably. Oh man, I didn't listen to this thing. Polaris. I need you to not let me down here, Polaris. Or me to let you down. I need one of us to not let the other down. Polaris. Another insane infinite ammo weapon. No map though. That's good. That's rare. All right, Polaris. We got into this situation together, but you got to get us out of here. Seems like it's doing some good extra damage. And these guys all do a little punch. So we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. We're not going to get to keep it. So we didn't infect the rat. Once I'm out of level 1, I feel a little calm, but like, I think that I shouldn't. I think that being out of level 1 should keep me agitated, because the number of times I've lost this as soon as I get to level 2, or worse, as soon as I get to level 3. It's pretty significant. And a bunch of texts. Alright, I'm gonna have to maybe break off after this. Take care of some business. Come on, dude. This room can, like, eat an ass. This room's split by a trolley. The fact that the enemy can just keep teleporting to one side or the other is fucking frustrating. Gunther time. I will say, I think I didn't end up using Gunther too much on this run. I did end up using other insanely overpowered weapons on this run, but not just Gunther. Wow. Wow. We got our health back. I haven't seen the orange in a long time. Oranges from a green chest? Really? It is so broken. It's so busted good. Almost had a grand. All right. I don't know why I'm like so focused on this. I think it's because every single run that I stopped being focused, I didn't screw something up. I've been screwing up stuff like the freaking dragon fight. The regular, non-advanced, the simple dragon fight. And that's like unacceptable at this point. Sure. Why not? I wouldn't be able to take the boomerang on this one, but that's okay. We're not gonna hit 1,000. I mean, well, maybe on the next floor. But if I spend any, you decrease that likelihood pretty dramatically. And yeah, of course I'm gonna spend. That's 100% not useful there. Alright, so you spent over 100, so yeah, 1,000's probably out of the picture now, but... it's okay. Irradiated lead. The last two bosses both can take poison damage, so... Secret room's right there, okay. Not gonna necessarily hold onto a blank for that. We did get some coolness, so... oh my god, his bullets are so slow. Ooh, I felt like I moved too soon there. Use a blank if you have to, if there's any chance of you getting hit. That last one was bullshit, but like, if it happens again, it's kind of on you. Me. Cycle has been broken. So we're not gonna see all 5 of them in the end, but it's because we went to the AG&D, or the room. No ammo, okay. We can go to the secret room, but I want to get up here first. Ooh. It's not bad. Maybe. It's pretty bad. But it's a free gun, so... what's the point in complaining? We're going Gunther, like, all the way here. Like, all the way. Yeah. Everything is so slow. Wow, where was that one going? I'm surprised that either of those hit. I'm doubly surprised that both of those hit. Ha! Little secret sneak. Oh, my watch is telling me to stand up. Means we need to hurry. Those semi-invincible shitheads. It's so nice to freeze them. But not freeze them. You know? Because freezing them won't let you... Stun is the word I'm looking for. Freezing them won't let you kill them. Thanks, bud. Go for the right one. So it's gonna not be the middle one. Oh god, I went directly into the middle one. You can see which way this next one goes and kind of use that to our advantage. I can't believe as I finished saying that, I went into the middle room. So this way is most likely the right way. Don't fall into the Polaris pit. A-doo-da, a-doo-da. Don't fall into the Polaris pit. Doodly sroodly doo. This is a great room for Polaris. If I can manage to not get hit. With yourself, not at your target. And if this dog can fucking calm down a little bit. There we go. Doodly sroodly doo. Oh boy. Okay. An extra blanket is fucking amazing. Come on, be the right. Dang, dog. I just wanted it to be the right way. I think it's gotta be left. I wonder if there's an enemy in the game that can't be stunned. I don't think there is. I mean, bosses, but you know what I'm saying. I really want this LGLF. Get the fuck out of there. I really, really want this LGLF. So... I'm like backing away a little earlier than I need to on those. Oh, we got back to about the same amount of money. We didn't get a grand. We didn't get 1,000, but whoa. Good shit. Dude, where's my fucking dog? That's how you LGLF. And I do want to say it was the right call to get the to give up on the explosive thing, the big boy. It was the right call to get invincibility. Once per phase on the Lich is very, very valuable as displayed. 320 is set. The curse bullets, the lead skin, the Infinity, the ability to see what was in them, Polaris, Gunther, Evolver, slowed enemy shots. Good lord, we were so stacked. Not more than double, but pretty close to double the amount of money made versus kills. That's some good shit.